Nah, you know, baby. Fuck if they talk to BYT. Straight Cold Club. Hey, okay, I got a theme song for you.
That's mystical. That ain't no theme song.
That is.
Who came out to that? Focus, boom. Wow, wow.
That's what you sound like. That's the what you sound.
Too Cold Scorpio.
Oh my God, I remember that bullshit Sonata series.
Flash Funk?
Came out with the two dances.
Hey, that was my guy though.
Aaron Rodgers completes a pass. Woo! Putting down at the 50-yard line with 20.
Okay.
He was doing
He was doing them, yeah. And he was. For his size too though.
Yeah, man, Rob Day.
Did you ever know him and Christopher walking on a damn masterpiece with the world?
Yeah, no, so that's the first one I got introduced to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, no problem. I didn't know who he was.
Okay.
I was watching the history.
Right.
Let me see this dude real quick. And I was watching like all this stuff, and I was like, yo, so like now I just watching stuff to try to like.
Yeah. WCW was sort of a main eventer, like upper mid card.
ECW.
You ever seen this video? We gonna step. Yeah. It's like, they say, are we going to school? No, tell me we're going to step.
If you're gonna talk about Too Cold Scorpio, you gotta talk about D-Lo Brown.
D-Lo Brown is
talk about
underrated.
You messing with the real deal
D-Lo
now.
Brown?
I listen to that in the gym, bro.
Sorry ass. Bring it on. Bring it on.
His frog splash. We talk about frog splash.
You got a song? It's amazing.
Yeah, D-Lo had a really
He had two different versions of it.
Exactly.
Amazing. Dangerous Doors is my favorite theme song of all time.
Who's that, D-Lo's thing?
Yeah.
You messing with the real deal now.
Woo! We're gonna kick your sorry ass on the street. Tell them what you want.
Bring it on.
They used to tell me in high school, do the D-Lo walk. I used to do it, bro. Shit, yeah.
Hey, before Conor McGregor, homie.
The Packers just clocked it at the 30.
Hey, that's off the WWF aggression
There's
season.
35
Von
trying to kick a field goal with 3 seconds left to go on the
I
clock.
rode to the store, have my little $20 up.
Will
I went to the
Crosby
warehouse.
win the game for the Green Bay Packers?
Aggression
Or
was
will it
banging.
be bang bang Niners?
Yeah, we
game?
had like 2 sleepers, but Aggression was so banging, bro.
Y'all think Crosby
No, that
will make
DX
this field goal?
My favorite Godfather's in the house.
Bro, see
Virgil
blood game up. Can't stop till I see blood.
I don't like that one.
You didn't like that one? I didn't like Jericho.
It was Method Man for me. Method Man of the Rock.
No, they hit that Method Man and Rock sold seat, like one of the seats. No, the DX and the Method Man and Rock.
I forgot how that shit was.
You smell what the box cooking?
I only came up to that one time on SmackDown.
Rock and Method Man.
Rocky Man. I still remember this day.
Hey Sean, how long you guys gonna go on?
Like 20 minutes, like
New Age Outlaws is dope too.
Dude, that was hard as fuck. That was like 80s, like breakdance shit.
here we go. Crosby's about to kick this field goal. How many say he's gonna make it? They hike the ball. He hikes it. The kick is up. It's up. Green Bay beats the 49ers.
That pick'em money. That got like 3 losses today.
So the Rams and Cardinals are in first place by themselves. And the Seahawks are in last
The
place.
Rams are gonna take care of the Cardinals. I'm sorry. I like
Ooh, that's gonna be a fade next
the
week.
Rams. They playing next week?
Next week
They gonna take care of the Cardinals.
in LA.
Yeah, they're gonna
And if y'all do happen to go to the game, y'all gotta come tailgate with the RWO. Nobody does
Come
it
on,
better.
give me that info. Be there.
You won't see it.
Okay.
There's one person who not
Rams
seen no Rams
game.
game ever.
Oh, you a New Orleans Saints?
Yes. It's tag on me, bro. Nah.
Saints.
It would have been all good if it wasn't for that play.
Hey, Shout out to y'all defense. I appreciate y'all defense.
You got Sean call.
Yep, y'all ready?
I'm ready.
What do you want to call this?
So, once again, who's opening? Oh, okay.
It's like COMPTONMANIA amped up presents a takeover.
Yeah, and then I'll send you all, you know, logos, IGs, and all that. So you can pick the product.
It's just take over.
So we got mucho fuego.
Big Hummer.
Just take over?
The takeover.
They'll take over.
I mean, not. Okay.
Not just a busting.
No, call it ENA send-off or something. Whatever.
We just got to do a lot of different tags.
The epitome of excellence.
We got to do part one. Put WWE.
One side of that thing.
NXT. Get all the people looking.
You got 2.0. You got 2.0.
This is kind of like an exclusive.
There you go. That's one.
How does
That's
it feel
one
to be
word.
like on
Exclusive. Exclusive.
Turn up, turn up.
Amazing. Amazing. We did not rehearse this, but it is excellence.
Yeah, how much time we got before? I got pissed. I'm gonna lie.
I'll give you 1 minute. Go ahead.
When did you go?
Real quick.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's just me and the big homie. What's the deal, big homie?
Shit. I don't know. I'm a little sore that the Niner gang didn't pull it out. I was saying I had him on the NFL pick, and I thought with that last second score he was gonna do it. And motherfucking Aaron Rodgers.
I think I got a couple of them wrong on the pick'ems. I picked the Rams. I think I picked the. I don't know if I hope I
All
picked the
y'all
Packers.
picked Seattle. I picked Minnesota. I was a smart one.
Yeah, I wanted to pick Minnesota, but I don't.
I was a smart one on that one.
Let me see. Who did I think I picked the Cowboys over the Eagles, huh? You don't know, no. I know I picked the Panthers. I know I picked the Chiefs. That one hurt.
Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt.
Hey, remember, let's get audience participation, claps and stuff too. You guys, audience.
Let's see. I think I picked the Giants to beat the
Is that for
Falcons.
her?
I picked the Steelers to beat the
Oh,
Ravens.
bro, I had Bengals on the
I'm
top.
messing with you.
I know I picked the
Look,
Ravens.
I'm like,
I think I picked the Patriots over the Saints.
I had the opposite. I had the Saints.
Damn.
seeds.
I'll take some more. Thank you, man.
30 seconds.
We need probably one more for A+. For who? A+. Thank you, baby. Oh, it's time once again for everybody to come aboard the hose train. Now look here, player. You either gonna take the hose or you gonna take this ass whooping. I take the hose. Good choice. Somebody gonna get their ass whooped.
Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Pimpin' ain't easy, man. Godfather's in the house. Pimpin' ain't easy, man.
Tonight,
Pimpin' ain't easy, man.
it's hard,
Pimpin'
man.
ain't easy, man.
It's hard, man. Hey, man. One thing's for sure, man.
What up?
Look here, man. Man, Terrence Howard is my favorite, man. Yeah, you know what I mean, man. Come on, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Heidi is getting dressed up. I think she has a special message for you later.
Ooh.
Oh.
Will that include a Latin?
Me too. The following message is not from COMPTONMANIA or Ant. That was takeover.
I'll take the heat. You see what the fuck I'm wearing? You know what I'm saying? To be the man, you gotta be the man. You gotta be a dirty motherfucker.
Heidi is looking at you like you about to get told. Oh, you ain't seen how you matches at me. She fucked niggas up.
Wow.
You see how she kicked Rancho head on.
Ow. She hot. This man that I don't have.
You gotta laugh. She don't beat you up too bad.
See him rock, damn, where on the road.
Following message. Send a subpoena to the Texas. Go, John Black, party, I guess.
So which one you gonna do first?
We good to go, Cam?
Test it, test it.
Mic check.
So he want to do stop asking for
Cause we want the smoke. Do we?
But don't forget
And if you actually,
Y'all don't want the smoke.
you right, hey,
I'll be out there.
you're absolutely fucking right.
Oh, the smoke just came out.
I do want it. Damn, hey, that ball.
Asthma, that's the problem.
That's out.
Right now.
Whenever you're ready, though.
We got the same rules results.
Oh,
Oh, my bad. Excuse me. You trying to?
He said, bring one and came back.
spoiler.
That shit would be crazy, bro.
Nah, you know what it is? He about to come out to AEW. He's gonna be the leader of the Dark Order. That's what's possible.
Yeah.
All right.
It's only right.
I'll plug in episode
Here
right
we
here.
go. We're coming straight in with the theme song. Ba-na-na-na. Waiting for our countdown. 3, 7.
Let's do testing.
That's a shot mark. That's all.
This is one take, huh?
One take.
Take Jody.
Sean, let me get it.
You gonna start it out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start it out and I'm just like,
Okay.
Yeah, one more sip real quick.
Oh my God.
The Dark Order drink.
By the way, isn't that funny? The Dark Order.
So, do you want to do a little intro before we hit the music? Welcome to the show.
Okay,
And then, you know what I mean?
okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll do the intro and then you can do it.
Okay.
Alright.
Ready?
As soon as you finish talking, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Actually, that's a lie. We just gotta start off the top because I gotta be recorded. So don't even worry about it. I'm gonna hit you with the intro and then you start talking after.
Okay.
Yeah? Ready for me? 3, 2, 1.
Woozy! Woozy! Ladies and gentlemen, Amped Up Wrestling and Compton Mania is sending away the Indy. Take it away, Sean.
What's good? It's your dog, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. We right here live at the production house in a very special edition. It's been a minute, but Amped Up with COMPTONMANIA. We always been brother companies, but we get to click up and it's always a great time. Audience, we live with it. Where y'all at? Turn up, turn up! We lit here at the production house. It is going down. I am the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black. I don't know, like I say, it's a family, but I run a company out of Inglewood, out of South LA, called Amped Up Pro Wrestling. What's up? We in here? Yeah, we started around 2018. Our goal is the pro wrestling for the hood. We've had many stars from all over. We had stars that have gone to the majors, but the one thing our main focus is the hood, giving back to the hood, bringing pro wrestling to the hood. And we've been doing that, like I said, since 2018. And a brother came up to me, and he asked me, I heard about this dude around the way because it's comedy and all that, and we just knew a lot of mutual friends. And he said, Sean, I'm a wrestling fan too. What do I need to start a wrestling show? And just like helping each other, like black and brown folks do, and should do, I gave him all the tools, and he said he was serious. And his brother started a show out in his grandmother's backyard in Compton. And look at what's become. This is what happens when you believe in yourself. COMPTONMANIA and Amped Up are brothers. And now Amped Up is doing their thing. COMPTONMANIA's got all this. So I'm going to kick it over to the man that started COMPTONMANIA, my dog, Mr. Deshaun Walking. Showtime!
Yeah. I'm not even gonna be long time, and we got a show. Come check us out. October the 10th is our anniversary show. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna crown our first ever women's champion, MFM championship on the line. We got Amped Up on the 30th.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And also we got the THETAKEOVER in the building.
Shit, what's cracking?
Oh,
Let him know who he
that's
is.
the tagline?
Yeah.
All right, so check this out, man. It's only fitting that I do this. You know what I'm saying? Because we're over here collaborating with Amped Up Wrestling
The trios, right?
and COMPTONMANIA, which will make us the triple threat / the trios.
All day.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings and queens, welcome to a collaborative edition of the Takeover. I go by the name of A+,
I go by the name of Big Homie Quan.
and we are the Tag Team Champions. Let's bring it in.
One time.
Yeah.
Just saying, if you ain't down for that, I'll do it.
Oh, but yo, let him know where the takeover, where y'all can find him at, the radio station, all the good stuff.
So, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it G right here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? This is history in the making. You know what I'm saying? We actually had our last show on a platform called Accelerated Radio this past Wednesday. You feel me? Things happen in life where, things need to change. We was rocking for about 7 years, you feel me? But it was time for a change, and the change is here. So right now, we're on a hiatus. You know what I'm saying? We're on a quest of looking for another platform and whatnot. But stay tapped in. You can follow us at the moment, because it will change. You can follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, XL Takeover. That's ACCEL Takeover. You can tap in with us. We're pretty much a weekly top 5 countdown show, music countdown show. We switch up the genre each week. We have guests from all walkovers of life, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? You could be an A-list celebrity, or you could be the cat on the corner, you know what I'm saying, slanging your mixtape, you feel me? Or you could be somebody over here slanging tacos, you know what I'm saying, with your cart. So, that's the Takeover, hosted by myself, A+, the big homie right here, big homie Quan, and we got another gentleman by the name of G-Lo Smooth, you know what I'm saying? It's 3 of us, so stay tapped in.
Definitely stay tapped in. And the fact that, hey, when we announce, what we're going, guess what? You'll be the first to know, because, hey, we definitely do a big thing. So definitely shout out to COMPTONMANIA, shout out to, Amped Up Wrestling for, this trios collaboration of excellence that we put together tonight. One of the best things about this is actually, even though it's called a quote unquote a send off, in actuality it's a
Takeoff.
it's a takeoff. It's letting the gentleman that's in the middle of this, royalty, this excellence, this greatness, is letting him know that we believe in you, and that we appreciate you, and that no matter how far you go, no matter what you do, in regards to whether it's with this next move or any move that you do, at least you're leaving something behind of excellence that's always going to look out for you and support you all the time.
So it sounds like, oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, it sounds like this is Deacon Quan right here.
This is what he does. He gasses you up. But this gentleman right here that we're here tonight celebrating,
Damn right.
he's deserving of being gassed up, right?
He's a legend.
Because he's taking it to the next level.
Yes, yes.
You feel me? And the fact that this individual looks like me,
Come on now.
You're Nigerian.
Come on now.
in an industry, right? In an industry that at this moment right now seems like they're celebrating that. Mic check. It's only right that we do it. Yeah, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it rolling. But big homie,
Yes, indeed.
who are we celebrating
Man.
tonight?
You know what? What's so interesting? He goes by many names. We can call him a champ.
Good.
We can call him a future legend.
Facts.
We could possibly call him, the Inye of excellence.
How about this? How about the epitome of excellence?
Ooh, even better.
Even better, huh?
I'm saying, you know who we got.
That's
I
right.
know who we got. Showtime know who we got.
Oh my God.
Sean know who we got. Does the crowd know who we got?
Turn up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes,
what? This is the epitome of excellence.
This is Inye!
Welcome, my brother. Welcome. What's poppin', homie?
First and foremost, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it, for real. What's up, guys? My name is Iene, and I've been training for wrestling since July 1st of 2019 with Level Up Pro Wrestling in San Diego. And I was in the military for 5.5 years, and I finally got out this year in March, and I was able to fully use all my energy for just wrestling in general. And it was fun. Like, my whole goal was just to be happy, do what I love, with people I love. And so far, so good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so far, so good.
So 2019 is when this all pretty much started.
Yes, sir.
And it's 2021.
Yes, sir.
Like, is it fair to say 2 years or maybe 1.5 years?
Yeah, a little bit over 2
That's a
years.
short grind when it comes to this. I feel like I don't even want to let the bag out just yet.
But if you talk about grind, the fact that the grind to me started back in, boot camp.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
All right.
team believe the dream was real.
Okay.
Because, sometimes we may have that dream. We may want to, reach the stars and grab that brass ring.
Right.
But you have to put that preparation in. You got to put them struggle moments in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said to me, it started with boot camp because, him with a military background, it could have really ended, somewhere else. It could have been a dream deferred.
I want to say, 1 second. So I partially agree with that, but I want to say that it also kind of started before then because growing up to, being a pro wrestler, that wasn't something that was like, yeah, go ahead, do it. It was more or less, hey, be a doctor, be a nurse, be a whatever. And which are all good things, but I wasn't passionate about that. I love and I respect what they do, but that's not me. I can't put in the work for that. So it was always just, okay, I can't really say I want to be a pro wrestler to people. I just kind of keep it in my mind. And then going into boot camp, my whole thing about going to the military was I wanted freedom. I wanted to grow, and I knew I couldn't do that by just staying at the house. I wanted to grow. So I go there, and I had an interesting contract. I was in Virginia at first for about 10 months. I went to Japan for a year. Half of that year was deployment. After that, I went to an island called Diego Garcia for a year. And then after, I went to San Diego. And I remember, so all right, San Diego happened. And I remember I was at the gym doing the chest press. And I was like, what am I doing now? Because like the previous years was me like building my body up, you know, just working out. And the thought about being a pro wrestler wasn't on my mind. So I was at the gym on base pressing, and I was like, what am I doing this for? Like, what do I want to do? Like, after I leave the military, which I will for sure be leaving the military. But what am I going to do? And I was like, I'll be a pro wrestler. Like, let's go for it. You know, let's go for it. And I looked up some schools. The first one I seen was SoCal Pro, and it was like an hour away. And to me, I'm like, all right, if I gotta do an hour per day or whatever, it is what it is. But I kept on searching, and that's how I found Level Up. And it said like 20, 30 minutes away. I was like, all right, bet, this is the one right here. This is the one I'm gonna go to. And I go there, and head trainer's Benny, B-boy, and he's awesome. And to me, I always tell myself every day that I feel just so lucky or so blessed that I was just in that school, because even with him, the people that I met, one of the guys here being Chad Rico, everybody's just like,
Shout out to Chad.
Yeah, shout out to Chad Rico. It's a family, and I feel like I shared so much with them of like my personal, like how I actually feel. So it's been amazing journey.
Let me ask you this question. When you first went to Level Up, was there any apprehension inside of you? Did you have any like, were you like, what the hell? Like, am I really doing this? Like
No, so what happened was when I first got there, I got into the parking lot and I seen Benny standing outside. But the closer I walked, I could hear the mat slamming. And I tell you, like the smile on my face, I could not take the smile off my face. I was so happy. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. When I walk inside, I'm like, yo, there's the wrestling ring like right there. Like that's so wild. And after about I think a week or two, I was able to, get in the ring, because the first week or two or whatever, they kind of have to earn your way to go inside the ring.
My brother.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Real
Absolutely.
quick. Because I think we're fast forwarding through the story. Right?
No problem.
You feel me? I think I want to keep it back to the essence, right? Because before you even made the decision to want to become a pro wrestler, there had to be some sort of spark or some sort of interest, something that you saw or something that you experienced that made you even actually want to even do this and pursue this. So my question to you is, what was the inspiration behind you wanting to be a pro wrestler? Was it something that you saw on TV?
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Was it something that you experienced? What was that?
4 years old. That's how I could say 3, 4 years old. Since I was born, like I wanted to do this since forever. And I remember growing up, like in my teenage years, like I would watch YouTube, slow internet by that time, right? But I would see things, I'm just like, and I would like read stories. For example, what I just remember was Hardy's or even Edge and Christian.
Okay.
They're talking about their story about how, like, for example, Edge was at WrestleMania in the crowd one time. They had the picture. Matt and Jeff, they had like a backyard wrestling ring. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, damn, I wish I had that. I wish, like, how come I couldn't do that? How come I couldn't go to shows? And that was, I'm just like, damn, like, ain't nothing around here. Like, I don't, by that time, it was nothing around here in Inglewood. And then even if there was, I know that my parents probably wouldn't have paid for it, not for wrestling, it's like, do something of importance type thing, or whatever, you know how it is. Well, especially with
Speak on it.
Yeah, with
Speak on
Nigerian parents, or
Yeah.
even third, or even third, Wait, what am I look? What's the
Third generation.
Yeah, no, not third generation. Foreign parents. Yeah,
Foreign parents.
You know, Mexicans, Asians, like, hey, doctor, lawyer, do this, do that.
Right, I believe you.
So let me ask you this. So, like, I'm sure, like you said, like they probably would prefer you to be a doctor or a lawyer or something. How excited is your family right now? Like what is that level like right now?
Very. So, when my whole thing was, I was going to do this pro wrestling, like regardless of if anybody liked it or not. It was like, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do. But my whole thought was, I'm not going to tell nobody until I make it. That was my whole thought, because I'm like, I don't want to tell people and not have somebody support me. Then I feel some type of way, or I just didn't want any negative energy towards like my dreams or goals. But I just told myself, I'll give my parents the benefit of the doubt. I'll let them know this is what I'm going to do. So still in July, at end of July, I told my mom, I called her up. I was like, I'm going to do wrestling. I told her I'm going to do wrestling and acting. And she was happy. Like she had like the reaction I was not expecting. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. She was really happy. So I honestly appreciate it.
Mom was hip. That's what it was. She was hip.
Exactly. For real.
One of the things that's always interesting, you know, you bring up even culture and how in certain areas, like I said, Compton, Inglewood, Long Beach, LA, that where we love, you can even say kind of, we love the things that a normal person would love, but yet culturally, it's not accepted.
Right.
And so, for you to kind of, not necessarily go against the grain, but to go with your passion and to go with what you're doing, how did you kind of feel even, like say, even with your mom being accepted, how did you feel kind of taking your own flag in this is what I want to do?
I felt honestly really good, because I was happy. I was 100% happy. Like, this is what I want to do. Like, I know it's like a simple answer, but it's been just so many years where I don't want to say I wasn't happy, but I wasn't like fulfilled. It was always something, you know. But this, I was really happy. And based off what you just said, I really hope that you know, at least people see me, at least people who look like me, especially, they see me and they're like,
plus killing my Compton dude. No,
yeah. I hope they see me and they're inspired, even if it's not wrestling, because like you said, it wasn't popular amongst like my friends and I. I was like a weird kind of kid growing up. I didn't watch football. I didn't watch basketball. All I knew was wrestling, which, you know. So if my friends are talking about it, I can't really contribute, you know. So, and you know, it is what it is. So everybody got different.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy about you though, bro? Like, for real, like, you got the greatest abs I've ever seen before in my life. Like, your abs look like different departments of dresser drawers in the sucker. Like, I've never, like, what the hell are you doing to get some abs like that? Is there a certain food regimen you go through or something? Like, what? And how many sit-ups do you do? 1 billion a day?
Oh, I mean, I think so. You know, the truth is also obviously working hard. Obviously,
you say your prayers and taking your vitamins?
Oh, hell. No. He ain't. We don't.
Never mind.
Wrong show. I got love for dude, but today, this episode, you see this table?
I didn't say nothing. But obviously, you know, hard work or whatever. I grew up. I have a fast metabolism. If you want to get into the gist of it, I was always skinny as hell, like very scrawny. So for me to build muscle, it was like, I'm still cut, but I just gotta keep building on to that. And I love working out. Like, I legit love working out. I love helping other people work out. So it's fitness in general is just my thing.
You know, so interesting that you mentioned that. So leading up to this interview today, I was leaving work, and as I was leaving work in particular, one of the things that I was doing was, I was just on the elevator randomly. I was on the elevator, on my way home, and this Caucasian woman, asked me, "What am I going to do this week?"
She was Caucasian.
Yeah, she was Caucasian. She wasn't Becky. She was Rebecca. She was Rebecca. She had a little, corporate little swag to her. But she asked me, what am I doing this week? So I told her, everything I'm doing. And so in the whole conversation, I showed her a picture of you because, Sunday we're going to be here. We were doing our thing today. And I showed her a picture of you. And I showed her a picture of you where, you were wearing your black, ready to go with your abs. And she's like, "Oh my God, he's so beautiful." like her eyes sparkled because she was like, when she saw your abs, when she saw you, she was like, "He's so beautiful." And I'm like, I ain't never heard a lady that passionate about another man in person like that. So it's so funny that Showtime brought about your abs because I'm just like, it does take a certain regimen, not necessarily for the camera, but even for yourself, to maintain. And do you kind of feel that way where you have to, not say maintain, but do you feel like say, growing from that small size and, your fast metabolism, do you feel like you have to maybe, not say compensate, but do more because of what you've been through?
I have to eat a lot more. The moment I stop eating or whatever,
Feed them.
Just like I'll just kind of like disappear, like my muscles or whatever. Like even now, like this ain't even my final form. You know what I'm saying?
So we're super safe.
Hey, we are.
There's levels to this. There's a Form 1, Form 2.
But yes, I do work hard on my body, but at the same time, I hope that at least the image that I try to portray to is I don't want people to look at me and feel jealous or feel whatever. I want them to feel inspired or motivated to. And my thing, I love, compliments are nice. They're nice, and I try to give as much as I can possible. But my whole thing is beauty is always like how you treat other people and how you act.
Straight up.
Yeah, and just how you act in general. And that's like my main thing. Like the physical stuff is all cool. It feels good, to be acknowledged. But at the end of the day, how you treat people, how you how generous you are, things like that. So.
And I'm gonna add to that. He's one of the people that actually made me step it up because I was already pushing. But it was funny. The day he dropped his wrestling profile pictures, everybody was like,
My man got
"Oh
jealous.
my God, we all got to step it up." You know what I'm saying? This brother's been humble, and because of those pictures, like I said, I got to step it up, and a lot of wrestlers got to do. Now, not to just and not shout out because big men, there's big brothers too, but even the bigger brothers in the pro wrestling, you still got to look. It's best to look intimidating still. You know what I'm saying? And keep them workouts going. Not everybody's meant to be skinny, fit, and all that in the industry. Like I said, we got guys like Samoa Joe, Rikishi that can still tear it down. But he inspired me and a lot of pro wrestlers like, and local and statewide to, we got to step it up. So I appreciate that.
So I still want to stay with the inspiration. I want to know what was that first match? Or what was the first maybe image that you saw that gave you that inspiration? Was it a magazine? Did you go through Pro Wrestling Illustrated? Was it Monday Night Raw? Was it Nitro? You was born in '97, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you was born in the height of like the Monday Night Wars. So you didn't really even experience
not
it.
at all.
So we talking. Let me think. Maybe around
First match I remember-
2005 or something like that.
No,
maybe?
for me, I think my earliest memory is probably 2002.
Okay.
Because I was like, I remember vaguely Rey Mysterio for one.
Okay.
Edge, Chris Benoit, and Eddie Guerrero. Like those are the four
Nice.
that I remember.
Nice.
In my earliest days.
Okay.
Like I said, like since I wanted to do it since I was a baby,
Right.
But I will say, those that I look, so the people that I look to now because I'm wrestling, is Shelton Benjamin, my favorite wrestler.
Okay.
We just talked about it. Scorpio, no, not Scorpio Sky. Too Cold Scorpio.
Two Coast.
Flash Funk.
And Dolph Ziggler. You know, right?
Dolph is hard.
That's right.
So yeah, for like working wise, those are the guys that I look to because I know it's my favorite style. I like the way that they work.
What's that?
So I got a question for you. Like, you out here are a full example of grabbing your dreams by the hair and being like, look here, you mine. What kind of advice would you give anybody else to go after their dreams?
Simple answer: do it. Just do it.
Do it.
With that said, I'll just tell like a quick story. Before it was this year in January, I was still on deployment, so I just got off deployment this year, and I remember this Master Chief. So a Master Chief for us is like a higher ranking guy, right? So he was telling me, he's like, so I heard that you're getting out the military or the Navy. I was like, it's like, yeah. And he's like, you made rank, you're doing good or whatever, and you see all these people around here, like, they're not able to get what you get, so why are you leaving? And I was like, I want to fulfill my goals, I want to do my dreams or whatever. He's like, you're gonna regret it. I was like, no, I won't. And he's like, he's talking about, so why do you want to quit? I was like, sir, matter of fact, I extended for 6 extra months. I'm not quitting, and I'm finished off my contract, so I'm not quitting. And then he's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to be a pro wrestler. He's like, well, they're not going to pay well. I was like, I'll be happy though, not doing this. I'll be happy doing pro wrestling. And he's like, you should go to talk to this other guy. He's making a lot of money. He's still in the Navy. I'm like, I'm done. I did what I had to do. I completed all the goals I had to do in the Navy, and I want to do what makes me happy. And I asked him, I was like, didn't you have any other goals? He's like, I did. I was like, and you don't regret not doing it? And he was like, you ain't gonna regret shit. It's
straight
verbatim. And then he's like, he walks away. He's like, you're pissing it all away. I was like, okay. He's like, you're gonna regret it, man. You're pissing it all away. I was like, okay, whatever. So yeah.
That's what's up.
And honestly, I'll jump the gun a little bit. Even if I didn't get signed, just the fact that I was happy, that
That's real.
that's nothing. Just I was happy.
That's a peace of mind you never can get back.
Absolutely.
I got a question too. Is anybody out there that got a question out there in the audience? Any questions?
Guess not. Big homie.
Any audience questions? We got one.
You got one.
You said you're training at Level Up,
Yes, sir.
and you said Rey Mysterio was a big influence. Did you ever meet him down in San Diego in training or anything in the building?
Yes, sir. So
Tell me about that, please.
so the first day I got there, July 1st, 2019, I met Dominic, and it was cool. Before I get to your question, right? I like Dominic because he's for somebody to be Ray's son. Like he's so humble. He's so humble. He's so helpful, and I always respect that. Like he doesn't have it's good to be, but he doesn't have to. Like you're for sure gonna go to WWE. It is what it is. But he's been so humble and so helpful. But first time I met Ray, I was going from beginners to intermediate, so I did my test, and then he was actually there, but I didn't realize it was him until like later during my test. But I was just all gassed up, so I didn't interact with him too much at that day, but just the fact that he was there, and then after I passed the test, I went home and I was just like, wow, like this is crazy. It's crazy to even think about it. But I met him again on future stuff, and he's been so he's been so good. He's been very helpful.
Is there anybody that you really excited to work with?
I don't even have an answer for that, to be honest, because
Straight up.
it's, going to the, like, this doesn't happen to me. Like, it doesn't happen to, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even thinking about this at all. So I want to say everybody. It's a cliche answer, but it's everybody. It would be nice to work with Shelton just because he's my favorite, but but again, like, my whole thing is just get there, work hard. I would probably most likely go to NXT. So NXT, just make NXT as good as I could possibly make it. Could just contribute the best way I can.
Why doesn't it happen to people like you? Why would you make that statement?
Growing up, it didn't. I'll be honest. Growing up, it didn't.
Okay.
Now, yes. However, at the same time, I feel like just how my life worked out, I just felt like it wouldn't happen. It was, I don't know.
So look. I know a little bit about you. I'm not gonna lie. I was tapped in or whatnot, and you talked about your culture, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Nigerian. You was born here.
Yes, sir.
Right. And you talked about how strict, right? Is it fair to say it was strict, right? It was strict growing up in that household, right? Like you said, being a doctor, being a lawyer, all this other type of stuff. I'm curious to know, for those who follow the product, you're starting to see like an influx of I like to call them cultured wrestlers, but specifically, from Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? You have wrestlers like Moose, that's in MLW, my bad, not MLW, Impact Wrestling, excuse me. You have Apollo Crews, Commander Aziz in WWE. You have, EJ and Duka. I don't know if you're familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? He's in MLW right now. He was an NXT signee, you know what I'm saying? So, you coming from that background, you know what I'm saying? Like, and seeing these individuals, I forgot, how can I forget about Omos,
Killing my man,
who's killing it right now in WWE? How much does that maybe give you even more inspiration? Coming from a background where it was strict, where they wanted you to be a doctor, where they wanted you to be a lawyer, and you see these cats who, I'm going to make a strong assumption, they went through the same things that you grew up with, seeing them kind of at the forefront. How much does that kind of inspire you? And like, you know what? I can do this.
It goes to the phrase, representation is everything, That just gives me hope. If they weren't there, I would have been like, well, damn, I'll probably go there and they won't use me or whatever. But just seeing how good that they're being used, representation is everything. So even if I go there and they, shit hits the fan or whatever, just seeing them gives me hope, at least. And I hope I could do that for the next generation after me. Which is kind of why I wanted. I know we're doing the podcast, but I wanted to do like another show out here.
Okay.
Before I left.
Another wrestling show. Exactly.
Yeah. Because again, I'm born in Inglewood, and yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow. Turn up.
So and growing up, we didn't have this at all. So the first time I came through, it was little kids and like that. Entertaining them legit meant a lot to me. It meant a lot, for real. And those kids who look like me, So I wanted to do one more before I left, but it's all good.
Let me also say this, because I know Big Homie, you got something to say. Let's be honest. You said you grew up in Inglewood, right? Mm-hmm. So you grew up in the hood for the most part, right?
Ooh.
Let's be honest. Growing up, quote unquote, black in the hood, people would clown or make fun of the fact that you were a wrestler. Man. Correct? They would always say it's fake.
So
go
ahead. So I would hear that. However, I kept it to myself. At the time.
You didn't share with people.
No,
that you like.
Because I knew like what the stigma was, behind that. Like they love like the other stuff, but Yeah,
Is
that's
that a
what
way, like a defense mechanism, maybe to kind of protect yourself?
Yeah,
maybe,
they'll
or-
ask
okay.
like, what I want
I
to do,
respect that.
and I'll just say, I don't know, or go to school. But in the back of my mind, I always knew I wanted to do this.
Respect.
That's definitely dope. And kind of piggybacking back on, Inglewood influences and everything. I know we've been talking about the wrestling aspect and, some family and stuff. What would you say, or who would you say, outside of wrestling, athlete-wise, inspired you? When it comes to maybe either your style, your confidence, maybe even culturally, like outside of wrestling, who inspired you?
I'll be honest, man. Nobody. I'll be
Hey,
so
that's
honest.
real.
Like, nope.
That's real.
So yes, I'm from Inglewood. However, I wasn't like out and about. I was born in Inglewood, but also in a Nigerian household. So I wasn't like out. I didn't party at all until I went to the military. I didn't do none of that. When I went to school, it was school and come back home, or school, do whatever, come back home. But I think, and I'll be honest, like nobody really inspired me outside of wrestling. To me, it was just, all right, you're growing up now. Get some confidence. Get some, just be you. Be happy. Like don't pretend to be who you're not. And once you grow up, it's easier. It's easier to just be yourself. People who like you for who you are will stick around. People who don't will leave. And you don't really want the people who don't like you for who you are anyway. So you good. You good.
So it's crazy you bring up the confidence thing. Like the guy with the perfect abs. You feel me? The guy that went over there and fought for the country.
Right.
You feel me? Like melanin is popping. You the hottest thing smoking. How how do you manage your confidence and your self-esteem, and how do you feel like you're good enough? But how sometimes we have survival's remorse when you're doing like really big stuff. Like how do you manage that?
Okay, so it's gonna be a long-winded question, kinda, or a long-winded answer, kinda. So, a little personal, but growing up, when I was younger, I was bullied, right, for being Nigerian, and it was bad. It was so bad. It was really bad. But the thing that kept me going was just, I kept telling myself every day, one more day, one more day, one more day. You know what I'm saying? Like, going home, just waiting until everybody left so I could like cry in my bed. Like it was so bad. But and that messed me up for like a minute, So building the confidence was just little by little, being around people who are like legit. Yeah, so then that was that. Now what you said, how do I manage the confidence or whatever? To me, I didn't choose to look this way. I didn't choose to have like yes, I work hard, but I didn't choose this. So it's not something that I could brag about as a person. Like it's not. My whole thing was, I know how it feels to be either talked down to or talk shit on. So don't do it to other people. Easy day. Make other people happy. Make them feel welcome. Even if I see somebody who like everybody might not like, then I will make it an effort. I would go out, make an effort to make sure that they feel loved, at least feel welcome. So managing my confidence isn't hard, at least for me. And then you also said the remorse part. So joining the WWE, I didn't want to do the application. Reason why is because when I was on deployment, I was gone for a year.
This is the most important part of this interview right now.
So I was gone for a year, and a lot of the guys that level up, like they were putting in so much work, and I wanted them to do the application, let them branch out. They during the pandemic, it was bad, and our guys was putting in so much work. So I wanted them to do the application, try to get the tryout. And I was just starting off. I was having fun with Hopkins doing our stuff, and if they had another tryout, cool, I'll do it, you know. But this one, I just got back, so I wasn't, too stressed on it. And then, so I was at the gym, and on my way back, I got a call from Hopkins. He's like, yo, stop what you're doing, answer the phone right now. I was like, damn, all right, bro. let me park the car real quick. So I parked and our head trainer, B-boy Benny, he was talking to us. So they were like, yo, do the application. I was like, okay. I do the application, and I think could be a month. It might have been a month later. I get the email saying, yo, congratulations, we want you at the tryout. And I was like, oh, wow. Nice. I was happy. So I told them, man.
Turn up.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. And then trot happens. Then I make it, right? One more time, turn it one more time. Let's go! So, for the remorse, the reason why I don't have it, I have to really thank the people at Level Up, because to me, those are the people. Shout out to Level Up. Yeah, all up. Yeah, those are guys who I love. They're guys who I work with. So just the fact that I had their approval, or like their support, matter of fact, their support, their love, and then there was no jealousy. It was just like straight family stuff, and they're just so happy for me, and that in itself would just meant a lot to me. So
before we go on, big shout out to a dude who looked out for you, and he wrestles for Amped Up and hopefully on COMPTONMANIA soon. Michael Hopkins, it's all love. Turn up for Mike Hopkins. Hey. That's a good dude right there. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Turn up.
And I would like you. I think we could do the final question, right? Y'all down?
No, we got plenty of questions.
So you got plenty?
Keep going. Yeah. 1,000 million questions.
Well, 10
got
minutes?
15?
15
We got
minutes.
15 minutes,
Okay.
but we got a couple more questions.
Okay. Bless you. COVID.
Hey,
Delta.
I beat COVID for those who don't know. Shout out.
We vaccinated.
Okay. So is there like some people you want to thank too, like along this way?
Man, it's so much to even name. Like it's honestly so much. I'll kind of keep it vague, but my family, of course. More specifically, my little sister, because she knew I wanted to do this since we were kids. So, and she's been so supportive. So a lot of people at Level Up, B-Boy, even the people who help provide the ring too, Norris Jarman, Amy Jarman, and my boy sitting right here, Chad Rico. He's been so supportive.
Chad.
He's
terrible.
He's honestly, I know that was, but since he's right here, man, he's one of the most humblest guys I ever met too. Very kind-hearted, very hardworking, and I don't just say that just because you're right here. It's it's legit. Yes, and then Christopher right there. One of my boys too from Inglewood.
Christopher.
Shout out to Chris.
So he's not in the wrestling community, but just the fact that he's even out here kind of shows you how much he supports me,
That's love.
And I don't know if he was a fan of wrestling like that, but that just kind of goes to show you the love that I have and the people that I like to be around.
Nice. So at the THETAKEOVER, we do a top 5 countdown, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as top 5 songs, right, music-wise. Since you're a wrestler, I'm curious to know. Damn, there's so many ways I could actually ask this question, right? I could ask top 5 wrestlers. I could ask top 5 wrestlers that he wants to work with.
Good guys versus,
You say good guys versus what?
I'm saying you can do top 5 good guys. I can be top 5 heels.
Yeah, I mean we can do that.
Hey, hold on. Shout out to Amped Up and COMPTONMANIA, Sean.
That's right, Sean Blazy. Hey.
So and that's real because y'all the only ones out here in Inglewood.
LA, we got Inglewood, LA, and Compton.
Yeah, that's true. Inglewood and Compton.
Soon to be the world.
Yeah, no,
we going for it. You heard me?
If it wasn't for y'all, like I wouldn't have been here. And there's definitely gonna be like some kid who looks just like me, who's gonna like want to be a wrestler.
Right.
They're gonna come here, and it's gonna be awesome for real.
That's dope. You're definitely the Lenny's. But yeah, man, I'll just keep it simple. Top 5 wrestlers of all time.
Okay, my personal. Because mine's kind of different. I have wrestlers and I got entertainers. So
Okay, do that. Top 5 wrestlers, top 5 entertainers.
Interesting.
Okay, no particular order, but for wrestling,
Talking about the technical aspect, right?
Shelton Benjamin.
Ooh.
No particular order. Shelton Benjamin, Dolph Ziggler.
Ooh.
Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Shawn Michaels, and I know I'm gonna miss somebody.
right. Heartbreak
I want to just say because
Go.
he's fresh in my mind right now, but I want to just say Two Cold Scorpio.
Ooh. You sure that wasn't like
My man done his
I know
research.
he was talking about it.
I know,
but for
yeah,
real,
but
Two
I
Cold
think,
Scorpio?
because
Wow.
matter of fact, even before I was just watching this stuff like before I even came here. So
Love
yeah.
it. All right, top 5 entertainers.
Oh, The Rock, come on now, The Rock,
Right.
The Rock, R-Truth.
Little Jimmy.
Come on.
Little Jimmy.
I tell people you don't get enough respect, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, so we got The Rock, R-Truth. Come on, hold on. Fresh from my mind. If I had like a thing, just
All the wrestlers.
yeah, I mean,
Jeopardy.
John Cena too. John Cena.
Give it up to John Cena, man.
You can't beat me.
Who else? It's 2 more, and I hold on. I gotta think about it. Oh, come on now, Eddie Guerrero.
We still.
Forever.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
And last one, it's a team, but the New Day.
That's right. Shout out to the New Day.
I met all 3 of them dudes, and they legit good dudes. Let's support them people,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Now, I know we've been talking so much about wrestling, and I like to always kind of bring it back home with a lot of things about, who you are. So I know before we got through, before we started this interview, we were talking about, music and everything, and how the fact that, you were a part of, being born in the golden age of 90s hip hop. So, who would you say, since we already did top 5 of, wrestlers and entertainers, who are your personal top 5 music artists, no matter what genre?
See, now I gotta take my phone out, Look at my playlist. Because I don't got nobody on top of my head. Actually, we'll go musicians. Okay, in general, musicians. Nipsey.
Oh, turn up.
Last time that I checked.
All right. Lil Wayne. I like
Yes,
Lil Wayne.
moolah, baby.
Why?
This might throw you guys off, but Rihanna.
Okay.
Rihanna.
Don't throw nobody
She's
off.
This is your moment, bro.
really dope.
I don't put in work. She's a goat.
Do I have a lot? Hold on.
Why you deliberate on that since we got time? I do got to ask you this. You got signed. We saw the video on IG. Describe that feeling, man. Describe that feeling. I mean,
Good
Triple H
question,
is right
bro.
there in front of you, man. Describe that feeling, bro.
So going into the tryout, I was going into it like work mode. So I wasn't like, I seen them, but it wasn't like it was just like, okay, cool. That's nice, let's get to work. But then Triple H talked to us at the end of training, and that's when I kind of came down to I like to relax myself. Like, we're not working right now. Let me enjoy this moment. Let me take it all in. And it was like, Triple H is really talking to us right now. I'm like, he's right there. I'm right here. He's really talking to us. Like, and I'm included in this. So it was surreal. And even going into that room with just him, it was like, it felt like a blur until I left. When I left, it was like, did that really just happen? Did that really just? I went to my hotel room floor. I just sat there like for hours. I just sat there. I'm just like, this ain't real. This ain't real. Like, this did not just happen. So yeah, that was the feeling.
So who was the first person you called? Huh?
Oh, you see, it's on the video.
Yeah. So first I called because she didn't answer was my trainer Benny, B-boy,
Nice.
and then right after that she answered. So my mom. So yeah, you seen the video, yeah, of course.
Right,
Uh-huh.
That's right. So
He did it.
you got signed, man. What's next, bro? What's next?
Work hard, honestly. Work hard. Work on my craft. And just be happy. I keep going back to being happy because, the truth is, this could go really well, or
Right.
I might get released. It doesn't, that's just the truth. But whichever happens, I just want to be happy. Like, no matter what happens, just be happy wherever I am.
Shout out to mental health.
Great
yo.
message. Great message.
That's definitely dope.
So, like I said, we getting the wrap up signal. Oh man,
Wrap up.
Yeah.
So on the format, a little special. Me and Deshaun. I don't want to say like I'm a promoter. I run Amped Up and all that. It's a family. So we're gonna tell you how we feel, and then Takeover's gonna wrap it up. So my story with Inye is this dude just started hitting me up on the Amped Up thing. Like, I want to work. I'm gonna keep it real. Starting to run a company, there's ups and downs. There's good times, you make mistakes. We done had guys from Amped Up who are in the major leagues right now. We got guys who've been released. At the end of the day, with the good, you come with the bad. And everything you do got haters. Sometimes I listen to the haters. I ain't gonna lie, I listen to haters too much. By the way, my Urban Juggernaut, I wrestle too. And I tell everybody about the hate that comes with running this promotion. And sometimes I focus on that too much. And I kind of almost tuned out the good to the point, because I get frustrated. We all from the hood. And this brother right here, through the little haters and everything, will say, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I was like, who is this guy? He was like, I'm from Level Up. He introduced himself. And he came. But I wanted him, when I saw his pictures and everything, I want him to work right then and there. But shout out to, Benny and Level Up. It's no competition and everything. I know wrestling kid. And Benny, he even said, like a rookie respectfully does, he says, I'm not released yet to wrestle, but I want to work. He came down with Michael Hopkins. We all knew he was a star just by looking at him. Everybody in here knew he was a star. As a matter of fact, all the wrestlers, we stars. You know what I'm saying? We just got to push ourselves.
That's right.
But I knew this brother was going to be special. I mean, he and he hit me up. He came down. He was just so humble, and he did his thing. And it's one of those things, you see the hate in this SoCal situation sometimes. You see all the BS, but you got to tune that out. But one thing for sure, everybody in the scene, wherever he was like, oh my God, this guy is going to be a star. Just by looking at him, the work ethic, everything. And it's all happening, you know what I'm saying? I get emotional because I'm like happy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, we ain't supposed to be tearing up.
Clap it up. Let's get it up.
Hey, I'm going to tell y'all right now, when he said he got signed, my big ass cried like a baby, bro. Tears, straight tears. Because I believed in it and I saw it. And this is what we got to do. Black, brown, white, I don't care. Wrestling is a whole different fan base. It's a whole different thing. We support each other. We got to love each other. We love on each other. And this brother right here, when I saw him say he got signed, I fucking dropped the phone and I started crying.
That's right.
And I was so happy for him. And the same will go for any of the guys that I love and I support, because it's just like I said, wrestling is community. We got the same story. I didn't know he was Inglewood. I thought I was the only Inglewood kid that, like, sports was on the back burner. Wrestling was first. And I'm from a whole different I was supporting WWE when it was, like, I guess, quote unquote, like King, Big Daddy Diesel versus Mabel. They said that was a terrible era, but I was loving it.
That's 95.
So, yeah, I love it. I'm proud of him. And before I pass it to Sean, proud of the takeover. I'm proud of. Look what we got. We got Jay Baptiste in the back, one of the creators of Crump. We got Heidi. We got Bullies on in here trying to do their thing. I seen Chad Rico's name, so now I got to meet him. We got a fan. We got a crowd of people in here, and we just all support and love each other. Let's kill the politics in wrestling. I mean, it ain't gonna die. Fuck the nigga. But I'm just saying, this is all love, COMPTONMANIA love, Amped Up Wrestling love. This is one of the reasons why we do it right here. Deshaun, how you feel about it?
Real quick, man, I just want to say, like, by you stepping out, just being you, just know that the opportunities that come in front of you, every time when you win, we win. I want to say WWE, NXT, you treat him wrong, we coming after you. Straight up.
We gonna take that flight.
Hey,
we gonna take that flight on Cold Glass NXT. We gonna come down there.
Invasion. We take all our fades too when it comes to family, like, for real. So I just want to let you know, black man, understand that. Like, you know, when we created COMPTONMANIA, you know, this is for everybody, but I also wanted to represent where I'm from. People that's chocolate, homie. And he come in with the ain't nobody got better abs than Inye. You better get it done. And we just want to say we proud of you and take over.
Absolutely.
Do what you do. You feel me? All love, bro.
What's his name? Billy? Hey, because of him, I'm trying to do Tybo. Oh, I gotta do Tybo.
That's what it is.
All right, take over. Close us out.
Big homie, man. What you got to say, man?
You know what? I think the only fitting way we can do this is give this man a standing ovation. To be honest with you.
Come on.
Right.
Let's go. Excellent.
So, this is the epitome of excellence. Brother E-N-A, Inye. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and give him a round of applause.
One more time.
Congratulations. I think it's been said already. Coming from where we come from, the industry of wrestling gets shunned upon. You feel me? People that look like me and you, they clown that. But nah, you showing that you could be successful by doing this. And the reality is, you got a lot of people in these communities that we come from that love this shit. You know what I'm saying? So do yourself a favor and keep doing what you're doing.
Straight
because
up.
as your shirt says, and as we're rocking, you are the epitome of excellence.
Hey,
let's go! Yeah. It's your boy A+. Make sure you follow me. Twitter, IG, A_+LA.
Man, if you don't already know who I am, I'm big, call me Quan. You can follow me at KingBHQ Official, because you know what? Everything we do is official, bitch.
Oh. Language. Official _ Amped Up Wrestling on IG. Amped Up Wrestling on Twitter. Like us on Facebook at Amped Up Wrestling.
And this is COMPTONMANIA at COMPTONMANIA on Instagram, at COMPTONMANIA on Facebook, and Showtime2203. And Guy, who are you?
ENA.
Congratulations, my brother. Salute to you. Hey, I don't know if this could be on camera, but once again, if you got your cups in the air, we want to toast. We want to toast. We want to salute to the continuation of the epitome of excellence.
Let's go. I done drunk all mine. COMPTONMANIA.
Amped Up, you heard.
All day.